Concert series, you know, we're always looking to bring you a wonderful new actor, performer that you might not have had a chance to meet before. And we are so thrilled to have with us tonight Almost Kin. And they haven't performed too many times yet as a group. So this is a really special evening and very special for all of you to have the opportunity to meet this group on their way up.
Where can you start?
We've been honored to know Mike Fleming, and we're meeting the other folks tonight for the first time, but we've been honored to know Mike Fleming over a number of years. We know him as the director of the Santa Clarita Cowboy Festival, as an award-winning singer-songwriter, as an amazing musician, whose work we hear often sung by other Western musicians, and just as a true gentleman. And so it was our privilege and delight to offer OutWest to this group tonight to kick off this wonderful also holiday season. We want to tell you a little bit about this great group. They are experienced entertainers. They have traveled many roads to this point in their musical careers. Husband and wife team Steve and Kathy Kuhn have played the LA music scene with the popular group Scambooty, and also established themselves as successful voiceover artists for many years. Mike led the acclaimed Western music group New West for 15 years. They are an eclectic acoustic mix of new original songs, smooth harmonies, and dollops of humor. They will do a set, we'll have a break, they'll do another set, and we will wind up the evening, I know, just having been treated to a wonderful, wonderful evening. Please give a warm OutWest welcome to Almost Kin.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I stood on the banks of the mighty Kern River. Thought I'd jump in and take her for a ride, when the dude in the camper said, "You're out of your mind. You do that, friend, I swear you're gonna die." It seemed a bleak adventure, and maybe I should back away. But the kid on the bank said, "Go ahead, mister. Hey, you gotta live your life to the fullest every day. Jump in, jump in. Ain't no proof you get to do this again. Jump in, jump in. If it don't work out, at least you'll know where it ends. Time keeps moving, moving past you. So just come on in. Hey, jump in." Well, I stood at the plate with a bat in my hand and a pitcher glaring down at me. Ooh, he's got a look on his face, says, "I'm gonna take your head off and do it so fast you can't see." Well, I thought about the pain he promised, scared to the tip of my toes, when the old ball player sitting up in the stands said, "Hey, take a bigger rip, let's see where she goes. Jump in, jump in. Plant your feet and let the games begin. Jump in, jump in. And if it don't work out, at least you'll know where it ends. Time keeps moving, moving past you. So just come on in. Hey, jump in. Every moment is a story. Every story, it is a chance. Ooh, yeah, and fear is just a weak excuse, or to never take the lead. All my chances make me feel alive, and they drive me to my feet. So jump in, jump in. There ain't no proof you get to do this again. Jump in, jump in. And if it don't work out, at least you'll Jump in, jump, jump. Come on, jump in, jump, 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 jump in, jump. Hey, you, come on, jump in. Jump in. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I want to thank Bobby, Jean Bell, and Jim for having us here at OutWest. Isn't this a great store? It really is a wonderful place. Big hand for them. Come on, give it up. You know, we got a lot of people here tonight. Never let it be said that Almost Kin can't fill a house, no matter how small the venue is. So my son, one of the greatest things in life is when your children grow up and actually end up being more mature than you, which is true in my case. My son is just a wonderful 34-year-old man. He sails tall ships. If you're not familiar with those are the beautiful schooners that go out in the open ocean. When all the sails are unfurled, it looks like a flock of beautiful white birds going across the ocean. And but that life is challenging. That's sometimes daunting. And we don't get to see him very often, maybe once a year. And so about 5 or 6 years ago, I wrote him basically a life letter. Young boy by the ocean, castles in the sand, boats upon the water, bound for distant lands. Clouds on the horizon, white sails in the wind. He knows he'll go when he becomes a man. Fair winds, my son, sail on gentle seas and know the truth will always set you free. Forgive, love, live what you believe. Fair winds, gentle sea. At times I played the father's role with a heavy hand, watched you draw into yourself and hold your feelings in. But fathers only try to do the best and what they can, pray it all will work out in the end. Fair winds, my son, sail on gentle seas and know the truth will always set you free. Forgive, love, live what you believe. Fair winds, gentle sea. Time keeps moving on. All that we have, we may not have for long. You must hold close to those that you hold dear. Tomorrow they may not be here. Fair winds, my son, sail on gentle seas and know the truth will always set you free. Forgive, love, live what you believe. Fair winds and forgive, love, live what you believe. Fair winds and gentle sea. Thank you.
Michael Fleming.
Well, I think maybe we should introduce the members of the band. to you. Standing behind me, but really the bedrock of the group, the man who holds down the foundation, Mr. Tom Morrison on the bass, ladies and gentlemen. He's a disco man waiting to break out. And on my right, the inimitable Steve Kuhn on guitar, writing a lot of great tunes here. Steve Kuhn.
How are y'all? Nice to be here. Thank you.
And on the far right, the lovely and talented, well, she's actually not that conservative, but the lovely Kathy Kuhn on the piano.
Hi, thank you.
And I, of course, am Michael Fleming, and it's great to be here.
Ladies and gentlemen, Santa Clarita's own Michael Fleming. Great songwriter, great singer. And let's face it, if it wasn't for Michael, we probably wouldn't be standing here tonight. So.
Hey, by the way, this is, this is our debut. As someone mentioned earlier, we were supposed to play the Coffee Gallery last night. And at 4 o'clock, we get a call from the man who runs that showroom, and he said, there's absolutely no power in Altadena. So your show's off. So you can tell your grandchildren that you were there at the debut performance of Almost Kin.
Right.
And then you can watch the puzzled look on their face when they go, who?
Well, this next song may seem a little strange, but it's a point of view song. So there's one character, and you're seeing this street scene from his point of view, and then there's a very, very unusual chorus that I can't even begin to explain, but you'll hear it. And it started out as gibberish, and then it took form of actual words. So here we go. Yeah. Streets filled with hearts on parade, waiting for the daylight to fade. Mr. Lee throws his trash away. He's neat and clean. He steps over Miss Crystal, passed out again. These streets are so mean. And Officer Sanchez sips his coffee as the Nighthawks prance. Two young lovers fly from the church saying, come on, baby, now let's take a chance. Oh, we're young Filipinos, young Filipinos, just got married. Filipinos, young Filipinos, just got married. Libby buys from the snake oil man. Ooh, slip sliding from hand to hand. Now Esther and John on their evening stroll watch the 3-card Monties cheat. And the Winslow boys at the strip club door trying to sneak in a peek. And Officer Sanchez glides his cruiser. Time to watch the midnight show. Our two young lovers dance on by. He wishes he knew what the heck they know. Oh, we're young Filipinos, young Filipinos, just got married. Filipinos, young Filipinos, just got married. Officer Sanchez heads for home, 'cause he's had a busy night. He stops for breakfast and a cup of joe, content to know that his world's alright. Yeah, we're young just got married. We're young Filipinos, and we just got married. Young Filipinos, and we just got married. Young Filipinos, young Filipinos just got married. Thank you.
Stevie Coon. We're going to feature Kathy on this song. Kathy is far and away the best musician in the group, as evidenced by the fact that when she writes a song, Steve and I are going, what is the name of that chord? I've never played that. Is that even legal?
Tom calls them things like an A-bleen. but I do not agree with the fact that I'm the best one in the group. You guys are all phenomenal.
No,
you guys. Great. Now I have to sing a song.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see by the end of it, right? So.
Yeah. You guys can all be the judge. I usually start out with the wrong settings on things. So far, so good. This song is once again a slice of life. People all over the world, come to Hollywood to seek their fame and fortune. Some succeed, some don't, and hilarity ensues.
That was terrific.
See, I'm also the best speaker in the group. You're going to come to find that. And can I tell a joke? Are you ready?
Yes.
Let her
All
rip.
right. Sail across a symphony of stars set to deliver a future holding fantasies of golden diamond rivers, where stars are born and status worn on sleeves of great pretenders, with promises of dreams come true to those who would surrender. Seeking promised hallowed ground, be warned or be delivered to such a place where lost is found and dust turns into glitter, a Milky Way that leads astray those who dare to enter, who face the light then pay the price, blinded by its splendor. But someone's got to do it, someone's got to do it, someone's got to do it, but the odds aren't good. Someone's got to do it, someone's got to do it, someone's got to do it, and it might be yours too. To do it, to do it, to do it. Holding tight the hand of fate, explore the path beside you. Enticing lures pull you in, and stars align to guide you. Then sights are set through eyes of frost, plans are made and lines are crossed. Time to fly, time to shine. Your turn, your time. Shine, 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 shine. But someone's got to do it, someone's got to do it, someone's got to do it, but the odds aren't good. Someone's got
What'd I tell you? There's at least 9 chords in there.
I got a cramp in my hand, I'll tell you.
And we got most of them.
Just not at the same time.
Oh, Tom.
So, my wife, Gabrielle, who's in the back, and she's such a saint. She puts up with so much. But
Yes.
she and I and Steve and Kathy go to Maui whenever we can, which is 4 or 5 times we've done this. And we just go crazy. We go there and we stop at the Costco, supplies, and then we go to the music store and we rent guitars. And then we spend 15 days just singing and swimming and, well, the occasional libations. But,
Well,
and but while we were there, I think 3 years ago, we started getting into the slack key tradition. Anybody familiar with that? And it's such a beautiful thing. I had it described to me by one of the locals that the Portuguese brought the ukulele, and the Spanish brought the guitar, and the Hawaiian natives loved the guitar, both of them. But with the guitar, they couldn't remember how to tune it, so they just started making up their own tunings. And they actually have like 36 different tunings that they use. It's just an amazing thing. So this is a faux slack key number, and we call it Napili Sunset.
Mike Eyes for everybody.
Thank you. Mahalo.
That was beautiful, you guys.
Well, so was that 2 weeks in Hawaii.
That was the inspiration. It's
real
pretty
used to
cool.
that.
Actually, we were sitting on the balcony, and which we do a lot, you know. And when you're not floating in the ocean, you're one of the two. And these guys, with their rented guitars, just started just kind of playing. Mike started noodling around with it. Steve just grabs the guitar and starts to join him. And that grew right out of it. It was so organic. They just didn't even really hardly work on it. It was so nice.
Organic. I like that word.
I like that too. That's
Yeah, it was just beautiful. So I can hear the waves. And then Steve we sent a little what do you call that?
Montage.
A montage. Well, that's not the word I was looking for, but all right. a montage.
Slideshow,
Yeah, we sent Steve sent one
PowerPoint
to
presentation.
them. Mac, and Steve put waves behind it. It was very cool.
Well, we'll show it at the intermission if you'd like to see it.
Oh, by the way, Steve, why don't you tell them about all the merchandise we have for sale?
Oh my goodness, we have such a mercantile. Oh my goodness, we have more mercantile than songs actually. We've
true.
got cookware. We have cookware. We have
chia pets, almost Ken chia pets that are. What I'm trying to tell you is we haven't made a CD yet, but we are taking advance orders tonight. Be a nominal deposit. We'll keep it all on record for you. Do laugh as if I lie. Of course, people know me. I am honest.
Is everybody in F?
I'm in F. How are you?
Okay, good. Well, we keep changing keys in songs, and so they have a tendency to tune up to one key, and then they start playing it, and I don't know, and then I come in and I look like a nut.
and there's no piano capo. Mike and I actually cornered the market on all the capos. There are no more capos available anywhere in Los Angeles. Got all of them.
I can put them all over my guitar. See? It starts to look like an erector set after a while. Continue.
Here we go. Here's a happy little song. What's the matter with your girlfriend? What's the matter with her eyes? Did you say something stupid? Or get caught in a lie? Everybody plays it wrong one time or another, like the sins of our fathers in spite of their mothers. You've come to a crossroads, there's a choice you gotta make. Pick it wrong, friend, I swear it's a journey you can't shake, and there's no way home on the road to perdition. Oh no, no river you can get across. Turn back, you can't turn back with some act of contrition. A fork in the road, here's a coin to toss. What's the trouble, little sister? I see trouble on your face. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you wonder how you got here? This far off, distant place. Well, look around, you're not alone. Your ancient past has found you. See the road you travel on, the pictures will astound you. Mistrust and retribution, all the shoes that brought you here. Kick them off, feel your feet in the dirt and walk to someplace clear. And there's no way home on the road to perdition. No river you can get across. Turn back, you can't turn back with some act of contrition. A fork in the road, here's a coin. Every step in the sand takes you deeper, scuffing along like a mean brother's keeper. No, it's a story about a soul who's aloof and aloft and a no-show, handing out pain like you do, like it won't go on and on and on. Tell you, brothers, sisters, I ain't casting stones at you. No, no, no. I got demons of my own, took me to the wrong place, and indiscretions too. But now I'm standing like a scarecrow when I gotta find my way. I think I see a light pointing me to the bright of day, and I'm trying to make it over there, though my feet be made of clay. Cause the price of this journey, it's a ransom I can't pay. And there's no way home on the road to perdition. No, no, no river you can get across. Turn back, you can't turn back with some act of contrition. A fork in the road, There's a fork in the road. There's a fork in the road. Here's a coin to toss. A coin to toss. Ooh, yeah. Thanks so much.
That's our cheeriest Christmas song.
Well, it was a writing challenge, really. It was more, can you write a song with the word perdition in it? The movie had come out, Road to Perdition. And I thought, well, there's a word. Let's see if we can make something out of that.
Oh, I'm on the wrong side. You know, when I was playing cowboy music, all I had to do was just step up to the mic and play. And now we've got electric guitars and pedals and all sorts of stuff. And I'll tell you what, it's a character builder.
There is a learning curve.
It is.
But I tell you what, I've never had so many Advantage miles piled up on my credit cards in my life.
They're all at the music store.
Mike and I keep calling each other and say, guess what I got today? A new pedal. What's it do? I don't know.
Look at these.
But it looks cool.
Yeah, and it's there's a choreography to it. You're playing, and you got one eye looking down there going, okay, where's that button? Anyway, we have a wonderful author here in the audience, Caroline Lawrence, came all the way from England. Not to see us, mind you, but...
Yeah, to see you.
Oh, really?
Just to see you.
Wow, we have an international following.
Oh, cool.
And authors know this, songwriters know this. Part of songwriting is character observation, obviously. But once in a while you get lucky and you actually have character interaction. And so there's this older gentleman, older being a relative term, of course, who hangs out at the corner store by our house. And he's got a walker. He's got a little basket in it. He's got his little hat, and he's got pressed shorts that he wears, and a windbreaker, and about 9 lanyards that are hanging from his neck, each one some volunteer organization that he belongs to. And he doesn't accost anybody. He just sort of waits to talk to somebody. And I've been watching him off and on for 2 or 3 years, and then I kind of started working on this song, and I got the chorus, but I could not come up with a verse. So I took a break that day. I was very frustrated. I went down to the store, and there he was. And I had never talked to him. And I thought, okay, I'm going in. And a half an hour later, as I'm in my car backing out and he's still talking, I thought, you know what? That was heaven sent. Now I know something about this man, and I know something about his character. And that night I finished the song. So here you go. Old man standing by, hoping to catch a stranger's eye. See him here most every day. Always got something to say. He says he served in still got some shrapnel in his arm. Says I was luckier than some. Good friends never made it home. Just a moment of your time. Ooh, I don't need much really, all I'm asking. Got some stories I will trade for a moment of your time. Now Mary, she passed away 20 years ago, he says. He loved to hear her laugh. Shows me an old photograph. Just a moment of your time. I don't need much really, all I'm asking. Got some stories I will trade for a moment of your time. I got one girl, grown and gone. She left home in '81. She seems so busy when I phone. It's easier to be alone. Just a moment of your time. Please don't think I'm crazy, all I'm asking. Got some stories I would trade for a moment of your time. Got some stories I would trade for a moment of your time. Thank you.
Great song. Love that song. Anything that pulls the curtain back, it's beautiful. But right now, we're going to get real insensitive. I'm originally from Texas, and, you know...
Boy, it shows, too.
I'm sorry about that. I left the dressing room kind of a mess. We kind of have this thing in Texas where you go along these roads, and I mean, how many of you have driven across Texas? Is that the longest trip you've ever been on? I mean, even the Panhandle seems to go on for 1,000 miles. It just goes and goes. But along the way are these great little bars, little roadhouses, and some of them serve food, some of them just serve alcohol, but there's always an adventure in every one. And when I was on the road, we had a chance to visit a few, and this song kind of grew out of that.
Well, let's tell him the truth, Steve. We were at a party at his house, and Steve and I were sitting there picking a little, and my wife Gabby and Kathy were standing over across the room, and it was a holiday party, and they were both wearing red jackets and sipping on wine, and it's a beautiful thing when you've been married this long and you're still attracted to your mate. And we were just marveling at their beauty and how lucky we were. And I turned to Steve, my most male-sensitive persona, and I said, Steve, you know, when she wears red, the light is green.
That's a true story.
Slow night, corner bar, quiet as the voice of doom. The only hope for me is just to go out and howl at the moon. A flash of light, ooh, a revelation like a dream in a drunkard's head. And walks a long-legged, high-toned, fine woman dressed in red. When she wears red, the light is green. Sweet words of wisdom my daddy once said to me. To say green means go, red means stop. They're wrong as they can be. But when she wears red, the light is green. Now 30 years ago it happened to my daddy, just like it's happened to me. You know, a pretty red dress walked in like out of a dream. Daddy saw red, then he made his move. Now the rest is history. Yeah, 'cause they're still together. Mama still got the pretty red dress that led to me. Yeah, 'cause when she wears red, the light is green. Sweet words of wisdom my daddy once said to me. Say green means go, red means whoa. They're wrong as they can be. But when she wears red, the light is green. Turn it on. She got the moves, she got the method, she make a man feel good. She work you hard, but work you steady, and heaven almighty, man, the pay is good. Oh, when she wears red, the light is green. Yeah, sweet words of a wisdom that my daddy once said to me. Well, hear these words, boys, don't forget them, they're as true as they've always been. When she wears red, oh, when she wears red, hey, hey, when she wears red, the light is green. Oh, the light is green. There you go. Thank you so much.